Hey guys, this is Travis. Welcome back to the channel. You hear that? That is the sound of your childhood calling. Stay tuned guys, because we're going to show you how to make plinking great again and enjoy shooting a BB gun on a budget. Alright, hang tight. Here we go. Alright guys, so recently I had a representative from Banyan Imports get a hold of me, and they wanted to know if I'd be willing to test out their Hiram or Hiram resetting target for air guns in Rimfire. I said, heck yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to go out there and shoot a BB gun, right? Although it's been about probably 25 years since I fired a BB gun, if not more. I thought, you know what, it's time to go back. Let's revisit our childhood and have a little bit of fun. Now, we'll be testing this resetting target with the Daisy Powerline 340. It's kind of a new twist on an old design. Many of us had those single shot spring action BB pistols back in the day, and this just kind of continues with the more modern design modeled after the Beretta 92. So let's go ahead and open this up. We'll check out the features and just see what you get in the package. We'll talk about the price. We'll talk about what some of your options are, and then we're going to go out and test it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so if you happen to look around on YouTube at this target, there is no lack of test videos on this product. In fact, it's marketed under a few different brands. I've seen identical targets that look just like it. The main difference with the Hiram or Hiram, we'll just call it Hiram, is that the Hiram sells for about $10 to $12 less than the competition, and it's virtually identical. And so what you're going to get is an all-steel construction. Now, I've seen it tested on YouTube with everything from .177 caliber pellets to BBs to 22 caliber rimfire rifles. Whatever you shoot it with, you know, anything going beyond the .177 pellet is going to do more damage to the target, so keep that in mind. So we're just going to stick with BBs. I want something that's not going to do a lot of damage to it, that's not going to hurt it very much, that's going to make it last. Okay, so first of all, this is cool. You got your little sticky targets, and you can pick these up. You know, you can buy small stickable targets at any sporting goods store, gun store, Walmart, and so on. The unit's already constructed when it comes out of the box. You've got a fairly thick steel from what it's made out of here. You've got 4 different targets. Now, it's resetting, and I'll talk about how that actually works. You get these little fold-out legs here. Alright, so what you have are these little fold-out legs, which give it a little bit of stability. Obviously, with these types of little legs, you can push these into the sand or into the dirt for, you know, to ensure that the target doesn't move when you shoot at it. They say it's resetting because if you shoot it, say if you hit it with a 22, it's going to flick back, it's going to come back down. You're going to hear some sort of a report when you hit it, so you know that you're going to hit it. If you hit it hard enough, it happens to flip back over the top, it could do that. Let's just say you get all 4 of them on here, or 2 of them, or 3 of them. Now, I would say you'd probably need a 22. I don't know if a BB pellet rifle could do something like this, but if you hit it, it's going to bounce forward, bounce back, target's going to reset, and there you go. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Neat little design. It's got some welds on it. Again, it's an all-steel construction. If you just want something inexpensive to plink around with in your backyard, I think that is definitely the way to go. So, actual features of the target, according to Amazon.com. Okay, it's made of heavy-duty steel. Okay, it can withstand heavy shot. It's 10.2 inches long, 13.5 inches wide, and 7.8 inches high. Perfect for air gun shooting training. You've got your 1.7 inch shooting spots included. Those are going to be these little stick-on targets right here that you can use. And I like that because, you know, if you get yourself a little tube of 350 BBs for $1, you get yourself the target for $13.59, which is the current price on Amazon. And you get yourself one a relatively inexpensive BB gun, or maybe if you know somebody that has them sitting around that's not using it, get yourself a nice little setup for around $25. Something that you could practice with potentially year-round depending on where you live and your setup. I wouldn't necessarily shoot this indoors. I could see some possible ricochets happening from it, but you know, definitely outside should not be a problem. So when we actually range test this, we're just going to take some shots from about 10 yards, maybe move up a little bit. We'll see how the ricochet is on it. Obviously, I don't want to get pegged by any BBs in the process, but this would be a blast with, say, a semi-automatic pellet pistol, or maybe a semi-automatic pellet rifle, or anything like that. But again, we're just going to kick it old school with the spring action single shot, basically air powered Powerline 340 pistol. So here's what it looks like when you put those little target stickers on there and they give you an extra set to use with it. Maybe get yourself some of those Dirty Bird reactive target stickers, those little ones, and put them on there. and you can probably better see where your shots are hitting when you actually take the shots. I have no idea how accurate this Powerline 340 is going to be, so it might take me a few shots to figure that out. Another cool thing about it, if you want to think about indoor practice, possibly say you have a utility room or a basement or a garage, you could practice with airsoft inside your home, obviously if you had adequate eye protection. Also, if you want to start with real little kids, to get them to understand and appreciate firearms, don't rule out the whole Nerf gun possibility. So that is something you could do too, hit it with the Nerf darts, and obviously you're probably not going to hear it when it hits, but you're going to see it, although it might make a little bit of a chime for you. So let's head on out to the range and try this at 10 yards and see how well it runs. I really do like the idea of the airsoft practice, especially if you have a pistol modeled after your own carry gun. Granted, it's not going to be the same feel when you pull the trigger, it's not going to have the same weight, but you can still practice with it in a holster. You can still practice, drawing and firing and so on, just to keep up on the off season, especially in the wintertime. So, all right, let's head on out to the range and see how it works. Okay, windy as usual. I do apologize. We're going to do 10 rounds at 10 yards. Okay, we're all set to go. We got the magazine all set. Daisy Powerline 340. All right, here we go. It's a little more challenging than you think, surprisingly. I think I missed. It's off a little bit. Gotta keep working on it. And we're out. All right. All right, guys, so that range trip was short but sweet. We had a really good time with the Hiram resetting targets made for BBs and pellets. This whole target setup is great, for $13.54. Match it up with an inexpensive BB gun or pellet gun, and you can really have a good time. And don't rule out the training possibilities with a setup like this for somebody who's new to firearms or somebody who's recoil sensitive or maybe a small kid. You want to teach them the basics of gun safety but still have a good time without breaking the bank on ammunition and firearms and so on. This thing only puts out about 240 feet per second, this Powerline 340. And it barely phased these targets at all. I mean, if you had yourself a pellet gun running 350, 400 feet per second, I don't think you'd have too much trouble. I don't think you'd do too much damage to these targets. I mean, they barely moved when it hit them. Even at 10 yards, I could still hear them pling, so I knew I was actually making some contact. Although it was a bit of a challenge to hit them with this gun. Targets ran fine. The pistol's a little bit crazy. It has a tendency to rise a little bit, sometimes shoot to the left or the right, but that makes it kind of fun. So it definitely causes you to have to focus and to concentrate on what you're doing. So anyway, Bandit Imports, thank you for sending me this test sample of the Hiram resetting BB pellet gun target. Like I said, this thing is very cool. It's a neat little setup. You can have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I'm just going to keep messing around with it. And like I said, I'm trying to think of some ideas for some year-round practice inside the house. Maybe go the airsoft route and try that. Even the Nerf guns could be a lot of fun with the little kids. So again, a lot of possibilities and a lot of fun. Did not test it with live ammunition, so I can't make any claims as to how well it's going to hold up over 22 LR or 9mm. There are some reviews for this product on Amazon where they talk about the wear and tear it takes when you shoot it with some 22 LR ammo, and it's for you to decide if you want to go that route. Me, I just had fun with the BB gun today. So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining us. Guys, if you like what you see, please like or subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, gunchannels.com, where we have a Saturday morning podcast called Caliber Corner. I'm also on guntube.org. Let's see, Gunstreamer, and YouTube. The channel names over there are Travis P11, and I think that's it. So, guys, we had a lot of fun. It was a good time. Just something simple, just kind of reliving the childhood a little bit with the spring-powered BB gun. Definitely underpowered for anything more than, say, 10 yards. That's definitely pushing the range of this gun, but we still had a good time anyway. So, that's it, guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. Get out there and do some shooting, and we will talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.